Good day, everyone. Good day to our viewers. For some, you have already at the evening time in your place. Here at the moment, it's evening time in our country. For some, it's still afternoon, perhaps, and others are into sleeping time. I am glad you are coming here in my uh, special talk about accountability. As I've told you before in our previous um, videos, this channel is not just about breastfeeding, this is not just about babyhood or motherhood, this is not just about casual things that we are doing at home or wherever we travel, whenever we go to other places. We actually vlog or take video clips about our daughter or about our family in relation to some simple things that we can actually do during the pandemic. So apologies for the background noise. They are actually natural for us here. It's a part of our YouTube channel to be really realistic. Sometimes I turn off the or or I unmute myself or mute myself instead, or rather, because we are near the road. Okay, so without further ado, I have seen from a friend from from a friend's account or social media account an important thing about accountability. And this message is very important to me since I grew up experiencing a lot of things which involve my personality. And all of the things that I'm doing now actually is a product or products of what I've been through. Eh, to be honest, I'm not actually a perfect individual. I'm not telling you that I'm a good person up to the level of how you can define a good person. But as of now, I am thinking that I am into that kind of personality or persona of being a good mom, most especially. Aside from my other roles as a daughter, as a teacher, educator, as a student at the moment, because I'm, of course, still learning. Every day is a learning experience. And technically, I enrolled in my graduate studies that also help me and is helping me to understand better about uh, my career in natural sciences, specifically about the human being, about life, and other creatures that we are actually coexisting with every day. And this topic, accountability, is related to how I rear my daughter into becoming a person that she could be, a good individual, not someone who would be a bad example to the society. Because for one of my purposes of having a child is to have a legacy here on earth, to have that thing, not actually a non-living thing, but a thing which could make an impact to other people. And that is also referring to accountability. Why? For me, my answer is um, Having a child or rearing someone under my care is a big, big responsibility. And that responsibility needs to have a guidance, a sort of continual learning about how I can improve as a person. And this topic of accountability is essential as a mom or as a parent. So whether you're you are a father or a mother or any gender you have right now, um, and if you are willing to be a person who would like to take care of a younger human, accountability or having accountability, the knowledge of being accountable and practicing it is a must. A capital MUST. Now, I will be telling you about someone's experience and how I react on this message that this person tells us about accountability. The name of the person is Ali, and the artwork that you can see under the thumbnail or in the thumbnail of this video is by Felt Tip Fillings. It's an it's a page actually or a site where you can see other things referring to accountability and similar topics. Let me start by telling you the first sentence that struck me this day. Growing up, I learned that accountability doesn't come with age. For me, that is a misconception. So let's continue. Let's not judge first the person who's telling about accountability. So it doesn't come with age, meaning to say, when we are in our younger years, there is already accountability in our lives. Okay, whether you are a parent or you're a child, so you can just imagine if you were still a, a child, like a 5-year-old or a 2-year-old person. I think there are people who can actually remember some of the memories they got when they were 2 years old or 1 year old. That's a good thing to talk about. It's another study or maybe a special topic that I can cover for you and to react upon. So I've said I have this 6 years of accountability experience, and I'm referring to the time in 2016 in which some of my church brothers and sisters informed me about this topic, accountability. It really touched me. It really touched me like this. It affects me, this sound, because I was at that point in my life that I'm trying to give up, to quit, literally, to stop living a worthy life because I felt that I don't have a purpose, or I felt that nobody's considering me as a special person in his life. Yeah, to be specific, I'm into that portion of my life that I'm looking for a special someone. But then I realized it's not about that special someone. The fulfillment is not having a partner in life, but a sufficiency of knowing why am I here on earth. And that talks about my faith, of course. I believe in a supreme being. Thus, it touches me, or that accountability thing touched me way back 6 years ago. I was already accountable for some things in my life. In this life, according to the author, you'll meet a lot of people who seem to be at the right age, but are not aware of accountability. Perhaps I was that person um, 6 years or 7 years ago. Unconsciously, I have this learned already that I need to be a responsible person, but accountability never reaches my mind of being serious about this and connecting to people about accountability or accounting that I am important to them or they are important to me. And for me, it has a different word or vocabulary in my mind. It's social responsibility. When I was in college or in tertiary level, this accountability thing for me is equivalent to social responsibility. People who only care about a problem when it already affects them. That's according to the writer of the article I am reading. This is a generalization from the author. People who only care about a problem when it already affects them. So that for me appears to be a setup that those people are not really accountable. They don't know what accountability is until they meet a problem. But in my own opinion, if we are accountable, we are expecting already that there may be mountains or crevices or holes or challenges like ups and downs in our lives, and we are expected, or at least we are guided to be accountable of what we need to do in order to pass through them. So that's a different kind of social responsibility. Social in the sense that we are reaching out to other people. We are not living alone. We are not islands. According to a cliche, no man is an island. And if you are a resident on a specific country, you have a passport to identify that you are a resident there. And of course, you can use the passport to go to another place or country or sovereign state. But what I'm telling you is, if you are in an urban area and you are purchasing, you are living there, you need to follow some rules. And those rules require you to respect others too, because they also have their rights. Okay, going to the article, we are expected, or people who among all are expected to be mature enough to admit their mistakes and do something about it, but do otherwise. I think the sentences that the writer is putting in is not a perfect one. So the writer is explaining or describing someone who is not valuing accountability. In life, you'll meet adults who will hold you accountable for their own lapses. So it's like that those people or those adults will tend to point fingers on you. So that's a familiar scenario perhaps for parent and child, for a parent and child inside a home, right? Like mm, there is a common thing that, to be honest, kept me really sad and mournful about. That's the time when I heard from someone that I hope I did not exist, or you you are not good enough. Like your existence is like a mistake. I hope you did not, or you were not born. So that's really harsh to hear as a child, right? I hope you're getting me. So I really agree strongly to this point, or to this portion, that the writer tells us that there are really people or adults that we met in our lives who will hold us accountable for their own lapses. They are not perfect, same as us. But better to say that adults learn better than us right now, right? Because they have been through some years in their lives, but they are counting us accountable for their lapses. So let me tell you this, in my parenting and motherhood experience, I see to it that, or I'm still not perfect, right? I avoid telling my child that you are not worthy of your existence. I avoid that. I see to it that the child feels appreciated, the child feels loved, most especially. The child feels that she belongs to this kind of family which we can provide as something which is encouraging, which is warm, and not the kind that is boastful. For me, those adults who are not good examples of accountability are boastful. For me, they are proud to say that they are living, but in reality, they are not actually good examples to the younger generations. Might as well do not procreate, right? I'm sorry, but yeah, I need not to be sorry because I know for a fact that I'm telling you the good things that we should do as adults. I'm adult already. So I've been through a lot as well when it comes to my childhood years. And I believe my parents aren't perfect too, but I thank God that they are changing. They are encouraging us to be better individuals. And maybe they are not that good that I am expecting of them right now, but still, I appreciate all the sacrifices that they have done just for me and my siblings to at least not experience those most difficult things that they have gone through. But still, I am seeing in my society that there are still many adults who are treating their children as properties, as objects of their guilt, of their uh, unsatisfied dreams, and it's really not good. If we are accountable, we should make it a point that we are we are like partners of these young people in achieving a kind of life that they will be proud of someday, that they will experience happiness in their lives. Yes, there are challenges, but we are there to guide them, to help them, or to grow alongside with them, for them to say that my life is worth it. I don't want to have a child who would take his life, to take her life, or to say that I don't want to live anymore. I don't want that to happen. in Jesus' name. So that's my faith. So I am just telling this, of course, to rebuke that thought and some evil things that would capture that thought to affect whatever relationship I have right now with my daughter and with my husband. It's a partnership. So for me, it's essential also to have someone who would partner with me in my accountability or responsibility, my social responsibility as a mother. Let's continue. And sometimes you have to bear with that. Yeah, we have to bear to that fact that people around us are not perfect. Even those people who are feeding us, those people who are providing for us aren't perfect. And there might be times that we felt bad when when they are tired, right? When they feel exhausted in their jobs or in their work. Sometimes sometimes children are like punching bags. Not to be too much literal about this, but punching bags in the sense that all the hurt, or perhaps not all the hurt, but some hurt that the adults gained are being passed to the children. So there is this watchdog for that, and that is uh, the abuses that uh, the children can actually feel. Okay, I'll pause for a while. I'm now back. Excuse my voice. I drank water and waited for someone to come in because I'm living with my um, relatives. So going back, there is a law which protects the children's rights in terms of physical abuses. So if children cannot report actually these abuses, I hope those people who account themselves as social responsible would report, or at least would take care of those children whom they see as having threats inside those children's respective homes. But I don't want that to happen in my community, of course, or I haven't seen that here. And thanks God. Because accountability doesn't come with age, it comes with empathy. So it doesn't come with age, but um, as children grow older, they should learn the value of empathy. I say that this is a value because it is something good. To be empathic is to feel what others feel. Even if you don't feel it, you can actually perceive that you are experiencing that kind of scenario. Let's say for example, if the child is feeling hungry, he or she wants a biscuit or something to eat, maybe she is interpreting that as I want sweet. Yeah, this is an example, an actual example from my daughter. And she actually tells me, I want lollipop, I want candy. So those are sweet things. For me as a mom, um, my first reaction is, I will not allow you to eat. Of course, I will not allow you to eat sweets a lot, but knowing more about physiology or how the body works, this children or my toddler actually needs more energy because she's more active in terms of her body proportion. So she needs more energy because it's being depleted by her actions. Like she's running a lot, she's walking a lot, she's is trying to watch a lot. Thus, her body needs more energy. And if I am not perceiving that properly, I would, and I love her, of course, and then I give her what she needs. I will keep on giving her candies, but I need to be accountable for the effects of that action. And it's not good. Like, she might experience toothaches, right? So, better that I have knowledge about science, about physiology, or the function of the human body and other systems, specifically the digestive system and um, of course the physiology of a child. Then therefore, instead of giving her too much sweets, I will give her more um, more nutrients by much better options like giving her milk, which is really effective because instead of eating too much sweets, if she has milk, not just the breast milk that I produce, but also the supplements that we are buying for her. We mix it, of course, with water and normal water and then warm water, just enough for her to drink right exactly the moment she wants to eat too much sweets. My the tendency of me as a mom is for her to avoid that time that she will really ask too much sweets, because I don't really want her to experience toothache or too much mess on her mouth and my things as well, because we are living in a very small room at the moment, so there is really a high chance of my things getting chocolates or candies. So I'm really accountable of so many things. And that toddler is just one right now. So I don't have any child, only one. And it's really not easy. Unless I have lots of money that I can get a nanny or a consistent babysitter to help me take care of her. But nowadays, it's not really practical to get a babysitter who doesn't know about child care and physiology. So it's really an advantage for me that I'm teaching about physiology and vis-a-vis the importance of being a good person, a good example, a good mother. Okay, so empathy. I feel that the child needs. I feel that the child is hungry, and if I'm hungry, I need something to fill in my stomach. And of course, since I am accountable, I will not give her something which is bad for her. At least I'll give her the best option that I have at the moment. So that's accountability with empathy. The ability to put yourself into someone else's shoes and look at life from where they're standing. It, it's so wonderful that I get to experience that portion in my life that I am putting myself in the shoes of my daughter in order to understand her and to provide her needs. Going back to the article, accountability comes from empathy because empathy makes you see how your carelessness will affect others. So if I'm really careless, and then I'll just give her more and more candies, that will make her suffer sooner or later, right? We don't want that. So instead of just sitting comfortably, Unbothered by the chaos you know you played a part in. You stop making excuses for yourself and face your truth. Yeah, that's the truth. That I am accountable. I need to put in my mind that I'm already accountable of not just myself, but another human being. You stop trying to negotiate. I stopped trying to negotiate to my daughter that you stop that. No, because she has a different need than mine. I may like candies, but it's not the need of my body. I instead eat bread or drink coffee. I stopped trying to negotiate that my intention was good and the outcome wasn't what I wanted. When you have empathy, you learn to take accountability over the consequences of your intention. Everyone at a certain age learns the ability to see through situations. I also see that in my toddler. Whenever there are animals, especially the small ones, she tend to equate the size of the animals to their age. For example, if the animal is small, it's a baby. If the animal is bigger than that small animal, so there is a reference for the size, she will actually tell you that, oh, it's like a mother animal or a mother dog, a baby dog, a puppy. Okay? Everyone at a certain age learns the ability to see through situations. Going back to the example, if my toddler sees that there's a baby animal, she associates it to her experience with me that that baby needs a mother's care or nurturing. To be exact, that baby needs breastfeeding. So the puppy still breastfeeds to its mom. So she actually have seen like that, if I'm not mistaken, because we have dogs and puppies at home. But not everyone learns to see through the different sides of a single situation. Yes, not everyone. And not all the time we are mature enough to see that we are accountable about something. Thank you very much for watching. For those who will still watch this, the replay of this, I hope you will get something from this topic. I have a disclaimer. I don't own every idea that I've read. I can put it here so you can see it for yourself. Thank you.